Lilith and Gemini in the third house. Truth teller, the mischief maker. Lilith in Gemini doesn't just embrace curiosity, she demands it. Gemini is the sign of duality, of seeing both sides and always asking, what if? When Lilith lands here, she doesn't just settle for what's on the surface. She wants to dive deep into life's messy, complicated truths. Small talk, that's for mortals. Lilith in Gemini wants to know all your secrets, your scandals, and your unfiltered thoughts. So now let's talk about the third house. This is the house of communication, thought, and connection. It's your local environment, the way you interact with people, your siblings, neighbors, even your inner circle of friends. You're the one in the friend group who isn't afraid to say, so, what's the real reason you did that? Someone who sees beyond the surface, cut through the BS like a knife. And while it's a powerful gift, it also means you alienate people. Not everyone is ready for that level of truth. This placement often brings with it a powerful thirst for knowledge, not the kind you find in books, but the hidden truths about human nature, the psyche, and the soul. Ever notice that when you hold back on expressing yourself, your throat feels quite tight and strained? If that's a yes, then Lilith is demanding to be heard. When you're true to yourself and your voice, it feels liberating. You might find that your relationships are quite intense, built on trust and open communication, because anything less, well, it's just fake. But the challenge here is finding people who can handle your energy. You want deep, transformative conversations, and you might have to weed out those that just can't vibe with the realness. Don't be afraid to set high standards for your relationship, and remember it's okay to want depth over quantity. Lilith and Gemini in the third house can sometimes lead to overthinking, especially when it comes to communication and trust. Lilith here is always looking for the truth, so sometimes that search can turn into paranoia. There's obviously going to be a tendency to gossip here. Gemini is all about sharing information, and sometimes with a Lilith rebellious energy, you might be tempted to spill some tea that you shouldn't have. Be mindful about using your words as a tool rather than a weapon.